Welcome, everybody, back here to 80s Kids Wrestling here, getting you ready for the big 1 year anniversary of Netflix with WWE back on that streaming platform. Big show planned. But, guys, first, let's get into SmackDown on Friday night. I know in our group chat, we were kind of texting around. We looked at the card and went, ugh, this sucks. But, hey, pleasantly surprised. It was a really, really good show, and we got to see some new talent, which is what we've been begging for.
It wasn't anything that kind of turned me on a lot.
Yeah.
But it was something new. And apparently Matt Cardona is Matt Cardona again.
Yeah. Well, it's better than Zack Ryder.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pretty good match. I think all of those guys that they were trying to push, some new guys, put on some pretty good matches. It was good to see a rare Randy Orton sighting.
Well, that's what I was going to start. That's how the show started.
Yeah.
I think that we could see more of Orton. He looked like he's in good shape. He didn't look like his back was bothering him at all. I think the Miz does a great job on the microphone, getting the crowd just pissed off.
Yeah.
Is that Miz's job now? Is that what Miz is now?
I think that is what he is. He's going to have these special stupid matches that I call them.
Or possibly even a talk show like a barbershop session or a
or back to Miz TV or whatever it was.
He just puts people over.
Yeah,
he does. And it was good to see Orton, but it was kind of weird with the Miz being out there and him putting Orton over. I mean, Orton puts himself over.
Yeah.
But I thought the start of the show was probably some of the best of it.
Absolutely. And, it's good to see him back. And he was saying at the end of it, after he had double RKO'd the Miz, he was telling everybody it's going to be a big year for me. Like, I don't know what big year means for y'all.
Well,
but, does that mean, does he get the belt again? A belt? Who knows what we'll see out of Randy in 2026.
I was watching Simon Miller today, who give a shout out. Hopefully we'll get big enough where he'll give us one of these days. But he said he doesn't think that Drew is going to beat
Cody. I don't either.
And he said, and what he sees is there's eventually got to be Orton and Cody. And if you're going to let Orton get one last run, probably that belt is what he foresees.
Right.
But man, guys, I hope that if McIntyre doesn't get this belt, that he doesn't just go away, because we talked on it on our first show.
Yeah.
He's going to be a badass heel, and we don't have to have heel. I was talking to a guy, and another wrestling person that that's turned onto our show that I didn't know was a wrestling fan, and he said, and I was telling him this story, and he said, "Well, you can't just swap the belts all the time. You don't want to go like WCW." I said, "Fuck, we're not putting it on David Arquette or Vince Russo." I said, but it doesn't have to be a year-long champion, but let Drew McIntyre be a hell of a heel champion for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, take it from one big pay-per-view to another big pay-per-view.
Yeah,
not from month to month. Like, take it from, say, Rumble to WrestleMania, or maybe WrestleMania to SummerSlam.
Well, Austin's when he was running the company, I mean, it was only a 5-year run, but he had the belt and he would lose it, and then the storyline was how he's going to get it back.
Right.
and we couldn't quit watching.
Right.
Well, and listen, they set it up so well this past Friday night. That whole segment with Cody and Drew and how listen, when he's standing in the ring with the picture of Cody and Dusty.
Yeah.
And you see the garbage can, so I knew, okay, he's setting it on fire.
Yeah.
But listen, the look that he had, that's that evil heel look.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you put a rocket on his ass and send him to the moon with the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs it. He's kind of been on that warpath ever since he got screwed at Clash at the Castle, in his home country, when Solo Sikoa came and was introduced and helped Roman Reigns get the title from him. So and then he got it ripped away from him in WrestleMania, which was awesome. And that led to one of the best feuds we've seen in the last 10 years, him and CM Punk. Him feuding with anybody is great.
It is.
It needs to end with him winning at least one of these.
I said this the other night. You guys know I'm a big LA Knight fan, and I feel like he's been royally screwed, but Drew's right there with him.
Yeah.
So if he had this hate relationship with Punk and Punk wins, if he's had this hate relationship with Roman and Roman wins, and now he's got this hate relationship with Cody and Cody wins, where the fuck's Drew go from here, and how much credibility does he have?
Oh, I think if that's the case, then he's got to completely flip.
Yeah.
Like he's going to have to do kind of like we talked about with LA Knight. He's going to have to go away. He's going to have to come back. He's going to have to cut his hair. He's going to have to change his whole persona. Maybe he comes back as a face. I don't know. But he's going to have to do something if he can't win. If he don't get this title now, he's never going to get it as a heel.
And then this thought just popped in my head. If that happens, he turns into a better, more fierce version of The Miz. He's going to cut a great promo. He's going to talk a lot of trash, but he's going to get beat at the end of the day.
Well, what I thought was he's getting the Braun Strowman treatment.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a monster that you just can't figure out what to do with.
Right.
And that's we talk about it a lot, but that goes back to booking and the writing, man. You got a superstar that you could do a lot with.
Yeah.
And I think they're ruining it.
Yeah.
You'll go over them here in a minute, but when is that? Is that Monday night?
No.
When is that match?
I didn't see it on the Monday Night Countdown or on the lineup. Coming up tomorrow night, we've got Punk and Breaker, and I'm seeing 3 women's matches, which Dusty is thrilled
I can't wait for that.
Dusty is thrilled for. I really don't know when the next. They set it up. What's the next PLE?
I'm looking at it right now.
It's not Rumble, but
no.
Rumble's what, February?
Yeah, or
yes.
late. Yeah.
The Rumble be the end of January, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't actually give. I don't see a venue.
Yeah.
Well, we look real fucking prepared, I say. but okay, but that's the thing. I don't know when it's set up for, but they are building the hell out of it, and I'm hoping that Cody's wanting a little break because he's had a 3-year run where he hasn't had one. I mean, he's been
next Friday night in Berlin, Germany.
That's what I knew. I knew it was Friday. Overseas.
So is that a crown jewel?
No, it's SmackDown. It's a Friday night SmackDown. I'm sitting here looking at it.
Wow.
Friday night SmackDown, Berlin, Germany.
We're going WCW, guys. We're giving away a championship match on free television.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like the Georgia Dome.
Yeah, it's Goldberg and Hogan. Just not as many people are going to be watching as they did in the Georgia Dome that day.
Well, I guess we'll have to do a live reaction after a SmackDown then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a big show.
Yeah,
you had an 8-way women's match. Before we get into the women's card for tomorrow night, Dusty, what do you think about the 8-way women's match?
That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen, guys. Listen, they should just go out there and just everybody hug like a big circle or something, maybe, and hug, and then somebody just fall down, and then there's somebody just lay on top and get a 3 count.
Well, bad booking.
100%.
Bad booking, because what if one of those 4 that are supposed to be in this big match Monday night got hurt?
Exactly.
Right.
Because Rhea, Io, the Kabukis, they're raw talent.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supposed to be there anyways.
Right.
You could have just had Charlotte and
Alexa. And then Nia Jax and whoever that other girl is, whatever they call her.
Oh, what is her name?
Again, we look real prepared, but shows how much we're into women's wrestling as well. Yeah. But again, why did we need that? We're getting that Monday. Why did we need to get that Friday?
It's like
the only thing it done was it set up the backstage interview with Rhea and EO with Alexa and Charlotte getting in the picture and saying we want the titles.
Look, I get that, but all that made me do was really not want to watch it again tomorrow night.
Yes, exactly, because that's what we're going to see again. And probably what we're going to see more than likely is we're going to see an interference instead of a clean match anyways, because them damn 4 women can't put a match on without somebody getting involved or something, it's stupid.
Well, they got the pin the other night, so I don't think they're going to get the pin Monday.
Yeah.
No, they're not losing those titles. I don't think
the
so.
Kabukis are running with those.
Yep, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm with you guys as well on that one. But I will say the debut of Trick Williams, he's been a star in NXT. I loved what he cut, that promo against Sami Zayn. I know people were praising Sami's promo. I thought it was it's kind of weird. Like, oh, my kid says you've never won the world title, and now I'm inspired to win that. It's like someone coming up to, us as athletes, as a little kid, like, I want you to win a state championship. And now, like, all of a sudden it's like, all right, here we go. Put the camera on me. I'm going to go win a state championship. Like, how long has he been in wrestling? And all it took was his kids so many years down the road to motivate you to go to win the championship. But Trick Williams coming in, I thought it was a pretty strong debut. You had him, Matt Cardona, Jordan Grace shows up there. She is a beast. She needs to work on her promos a lot, but her wrestling is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But Trick Williams, I mean, he's been one of the stars in NXT and has done some stuff over in TNA as well. He's going to be a big help for what they need. And if he cuts a promo like that every Friday, that's just going to make this much stronger.
This match that I got on back here, you see it?
Yeah,
I do.
Chelsea.
That's your girl.
Green and listen, now I'm going to watch her if she's on. It just is what it is. I don't care how bad the wrestling is. But she's with
Gala.
Julia? Is it Julia?
Julia.
Yeah.
Julia.
Yeah, Julia.
And I'm watching it. I'm going, Chelsea's supposed to be a heel.
Right.
And it was bad booked.
Yeah.
Because you basically had 2 heels in there, and she lost her belt to it. But I think this Julia chick's got a I think she's a heck of a worker, but I don't think she ever gets any opportunity to. And it's another one that just shows you don't know how to use this talent.
Well, and it's one of those WWE is struggling and hasn't really gotten it right since John. See, my son just hopped out of the shower. He is butt naked right now. But
that's all right. You ain't supposed to be in the shower with your clothes on, Dad.
Yeah.
Well, he ran out. Like, you guys have been in my house before and you've seen the bathroom. He was already, and he's crying because I laughed at him. He's in that phase as a 3-year-old. He gets really embarrassed really quick. But
I do too when I get out of the shower now too.
But back to what I was what I was saying was it goes back to almost the Stone Cold days where they've listened to the fans, but they kept Stone Cold as he was and adjusted his opponents. Whereas Chelsea's over, the fans love her, but they're not adjusting her opponents around her. And it's like, okay, yeah, she can have heel energy, but the fans can still love her, and you can make whoever she's going up against an extra heel.
Right.
There's a way to do a heel match, and I think wrestling has always been like, well, we can't do 2 heels. Like, yeah, you can. Evil versus evil is still pretty good if you put it together right. And they've had success with it before, but it's one like Stone Cold. He tried to be a heel, but the fans fell in love with it. And they just adjusted everyone else around him instead of trying to adjust him.
But to back what you were saying, I am hoping that we're going to start seeing in 26. All right. We're going to have a storyline for the U.S. title belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Matt Cardona, some of these, now listen, I don't want Sammy in on the world heavyweight title.
No.
He needs to.
Oh.
Got it. Sorry. He needs to stick to that U.S. title belt and make a storyline to run with it.
Right.
And be able to put some of these young guys over. I want to see the tag team division actually mean something on both brands.
Right.
So I want it to go what it was when we really loved wrestling, where, all right, we may, whoever opens the show going to probably be a big pop.
Yeah.
But after that, I want to see, all right, well, what's going on in the luchador division, which now will be now let me see the Judgment Day against so-and-so in a storyline matchup.
Right. Yeah.
And then by the main event, that's all I need to see of that storyline that I'm worried about in that main event.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. And I'd like to see more of the Terror Twins, Priest and Rhea, what they did at the end of the show. I'm not normally a big fan of those kind of gimmicked, some of them I am, but those gimmick like ambulance matches. But when what's her face opens up that ambulance and there's Rhea, and that made me get excited. It's like, all right, here we go.
And I was waiting for us to get into that.
Yeah.
I don't like Damian Priest that much. You guys know what I've called him. I said I call him the Temu Undertaker. but they're doing something different. They did something different. We hadn't saw. I don't remember watching an ambulance match since Stone Cold and Triple H. I don't think.
Didn't Drew and Randy do one? Didn't they have?
I think Cena's had one not too long ago.
Yeah, because that was part of when they did probably the best War Games match they ever did, when Cody and Randy were on opposite teams. When Drew was with, Cody and Randy were on the same team, and Drew was on the opposite side with the Judgment Day, and Randy surprised everybody. Remember, a big part of that, and I remember Michael Cole saying, was the last time that Drew and Randy saw each other was in an ambulance match.
Okay.
So,
well, but again, it was good to throw in there. You had that little surprise at the end, which was great. It gave you, but it wasn't something that overdid or something that you think, well, this is what I got to expect Monday night. No.
Yeah.
You've got that storyline still going with the two that fought in that match. Rhea's there to have his back, but it was just a little pop. We don't need a huge pop. Right. And then next week we got to try to outdo that pop they got Friday.
Yeah.
But I think on the same instance, though, for me, they've got to figure out a way to do something different with Aleister Black and Damian Priest, because it's been the same thing every Friday.
Right.
How long can two guys, neither one of them having a belt, how long do you keep a storyline? You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And
there's got to be a prize at the end.
Yeah. And they haven't really followed through. It's like one guy that dresses in black leather against another guy that dresses in black leather. Like, who's the good guy? Who's the bad? Who's what? They both like heavy metal and they're both covered in tattoos. One's just bigger than the other. That's the only difference.
I want Aleister Black some point to be the one that has a feud with Finn Balor that eventually turns him back to the Demon.
Yeah,
that would be great.
I think he would be a perfect opponent for that.
Aleister, not to call him the Temu Undertaker because he's like half the size of the Undertaker, but if they booked Aleister Black with his entrance, with that music, with his, he's a really good wrestler. His work is really good. You can.
I can hear a CJ.
Yeah, dude, guys, it's been chaos in this house all day long. He is not liking that his sister is walking everywhere now, which means his sister gets into all of his toys,
getting into all his shit.
I mean, I haven't hardly watched any football at all today, because the moment I sit down and relax, I hear, oh no, Daddy, Tessa broke it. and he does this thing now, he Southern accent, Daddy from the north, Mommy from the south, but he's getting his accent from his mom. When he gets upset, he goes, help.
All right, well, say that part again. You're saying you want to see.
He could be a monster heel. I mean, he can be a monster because, like, the way he looks, his mannerisms, the way he can make a ring entrance, he can do that. Like, they did him kind of when he started at AEW, they booked him that way. Then they put him in that faction, and then next thing you know, he's only doing triples matches and he's doing tag team matches. I'm like, man, this guy can be one heck of a heel. He can be like that darkness, it goes black, and next thing you know, the lights come up, and here's this weird dude with the two different contacts in his eyes just sitting cross-legged in the ring. Like, you can book him that way. I'm surprised WWE hasn't gone there, because they did that like Mankind Undertaker. and all the dark stuff that they did that way, or Kane versus The Undertaker. You don't have to go necessarily to that level, but when you've got so many dark sort of guys, that can work.
I would love to see him and that crazy chick Scott with him in some kind of storyline with the Wyatt family.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. You got all these dark entities. You either combine them or have them fight with each other.
Go ahead, Dust.
No, I agree. The only thing about the White Six is I don't know if they got anybody that can match up with him in the ring. I mean, he can get around the ring pretty well.
Yeah, he can. And that kick he throws. I mean, I don't want to take a potato from that thing.
No,
that's straight knock you out.
Yeah,
as good as that spinning heel kick. Well, guys, let's get into tomorrow night. Well, Dusty, you want to preview all the women's matches?
I would say they should just start the damn show with Cody or with Punk and Breaker, and then just turn the damn thing off. If they got 4 matches and 3 of them are women, I mean that's a waste of good Netflix time.
But however,
they can't do that. All the people in attendance would leave.
Yeah.
Well, hell, what are they going to watch, guys? They're going to watch a bunch of women just botch. I mean, there's nothing good going to come out of this.
So do we really think that there's only 4 matches and 3 of them are women?
That's all I'm seeing right now.
That's all they're putting out.
I mean, this is off of this is off the DraftKings network, which they partner with WWE. But
we got the tag team titles with Io and Rhea and the Kabuki Warriors. Who are the others?
Women's Intercontinental title.
Okay, so that's what Maxine Dupree
and then you got Becky and Max Dupree, and then you got Liv and Valkyria, Lady. Which one of y'all calls her Bird Lady?
I thought it was Stephanie Vaquer. Never mind.
No. Yeah, I was wondering when you said earlier that was going to be the match of 2026, and I was thinking, dude, you no.
You should have corrected me then, because I 100% thought you said Stephanie Vaquer, not Bird Girl. First of all, let's just don't call her. Let's just call her Bird Girl, so we don't get her mixed up.
Yeah, that's Bird Girl. Yeah, we'll refer to her as Bird Girl. Yeah, Stephanie Vaquer her and Leo will put on a hell of a match.
Well, I know our producer will definitely be watching that one, and I probably will too.
Well, I mean, I'll watch it, but he's trying to. I'll play.
Will did chime in right there. He took
He did.
Yeah.
Hey, just to advertise to appear also tomorrow night. Jey Uso, Penta, Clint's favorite.
Penta. Well, listen, I like Penta, but the son of a bitch, if he ain't hurt, he's going to be on the show.
Yeah, right.
Gunther's supposed to appear.
Yeah, of course he is.
Sure he is.
The New Day, Stephanie Vaquer, and the tag champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
Okay.
Well, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are not the tag champions. They lost the belts last Monday night to the Usos.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Yeah.
So I wonder, all those you say are just wrote as an appearances, but they'll make matches out of some of those guys.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
There'll be a standoff or something at the start of the show or something that there'll be a.
Is it 2 hours? It's 2 hours, right?
Match.
Is it 2 hours?
I think it's 2 hours.
With all those appearances and 4 matches, I think we're just getting 4 matches.
I thought we were going to 3, or is that just SmackDown?
That's just SmackDown. That's a SmackDown for right now.
Yeah, the worst show. They're going to make it last longer. Shit.
They're going to make Cody. Well, Cody and Drew's is a best of 3, which means they're going to go 3, which means that match is going to be 45 minutes long.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing: like when he
adding commercial breaks, it's a whole hour.
Yeah, that match will take up the whole end of the show.
Yeah,
and Drew said old school cage match. Are we talking like the blue cage?
I hope so.
From the 80s.
I'd love to.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, I think that would be awesome.
And what is it? What's the 3 stages of hell?
It's a regular wrestling match,
and then a no DQ,
right?
And then a no DQ, and then just the cage match.
Yeah,
the cage match would be last. I got you.
Yes, the cage match would be last.
What they should do is watch Solo and Fatu, and both of them go, "Don't do that. We're not going to do that match. Whoever was the agent for that match, stay 6 feet away from us. we'll book this the right way.
Right.
Sure. And I read something today, and I think it's going to be, if they do it this way, it's going to be a terrible booking. But I read today where there's a possible that LA Knight shows up tomorrow night.
Oh.
That's terrible. If that happens, it's terrible.
I hope not. I'm like you, Clint. He needs to be at Royal Rumble.
That's when I want to see him. I don't want to see him till the Rumble, and I want him to win the damn thing,
right.
or at least have an impact.
Yeah.
But the only way that they can redeem him if they bring him back tomorrow night for this show is if he helps Punk win.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
If he helps,
and then
Punk
get in the
win.
ring and then tear his ass up.
I'm talking chair shots, the whole vision.
Yeah, and he needs to do it like that video you sent us when we had the meeting about this show.
Stone Cold coming in.
He comes out in the all black, like in the mask and everything, and he goes Sting WCW 97 on the vision for like a month and a half.
Right.
And then like, and it's sporadic and it's not always matches. It can be promos and he chair shots and leaves or hits him with the bat and leaves. And then at the right possible moment takes the head off and the crowd will go crazy. Except for Austin Theory when the crowd went,
yeah.
Oh, he cut his hair. Good for you.
And it looked like a mangy dog.
Mine wasn't the Sting comparison. Mine was the Stone Cold with DX. When he played all the tricks on them and had them running around, that's what I wanted. If that's the way, that's what I want to do it. But I don't want to see him tomorrow. As much as I love LA Knight, I want him to get a push in 26. Yeah. I don't want to see him till the end of the month at the Rumble.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. As Jim Cornette says, how can I miss you when you don't go away?
Yeah, and now it's been almost a month. I mean, I think it was the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Of December.
Yeah,
but still, if you got a cracked sternum, that shit don't get over with in a month.
Yeah.
I think
4 to 6 weeks, I think, is what if you're a football player, it's what the timeline is. But especially with upper body injury, they probably tack on another week of rehab with that.
Yeah.
So you guys, I know Dusty doesn't want to get into women's matches previews, so let's skip all the way over to.
We can talk about it. I mean, there ain't a whole lot to talk about.
I think Dupree's going to win. I think
she's going to retain. Becky's not going to get the title.
Yeah, I think Rhea and Io
Tabuki Warriors. I think I'll go with Clint. They're not going to let Rhea pin again. Right. If they do, then hey, we missed it.
Yeah.
And then the Liv and the Bird Woman.
Yeah. Liv, it's all Liv.
If Liv loses that match, then Will just have to quit wearing the shirt.
Will's going to quit watching wrestling if that's the case.
Well, listen, when she got hurt and went out, she was one of the biggest names in women's wrestling. You can't bring her back from this long injury. In her first match, she gets beat by Bird Girl.
Right.
No.
I agree.
Hey, how do you think they handled her return? Like, were you not expecting her to come back and have some kind of jealousy with Roxanne and Dom or something?
Listen, I quit trying to figure out what the hell they're doing with any of the Judgment Day people.
Right.
Because Will, to your question, I was honored expecting that, just like I've been expecting Finn and Dom. For 2 years, but
and there's got to be something even with Raquel, like. They can't be 3 women, and I know JD's hurt right now, and he'll be out for a while. But like, come on, you can't have 3 women and 2 guys in a faction. And the 2 guys, you can see that they're trying to push that animosity already with Finn and Dom, but they just haven't pulled the trigger yet. And I wish they would go ahead and do it. I wish we would see it tomorrow night.
Well, what I would love to see, which I don't know. Think that's probably going to happen, but when Liv first came back, she pushed those 2 to win the tag team titles and was almost like their manager of sort for a little bit.
Yeah.
What I would like to see is a only all women Judgment Day and Liv get 1 or 2 more to join with them, and that group try to run wrestling or the women's side of it and get rid of them other 2 assholes. Let Finn go back to the Demon and let Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero wannabe. Dom, let him go make his singles run.
Do you think Liv is better without the Judgment Day? That's for everybody, including you, Will.
I don't know because we haven't really seen it much.
Yeah.
But I think she is good enough. She can be good whatever she does.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think that she needs to get away from the Judgment Day, and let's put her like in a title run. You know, whether it be against. I mean, I don't know how you book her with Jade. That would be a good booking. I think you could do something with that.
She could be
cheating still.
Yeah, she could be a really good heel against Jade.
Yes, because the fans are behind Jade. That would be a great.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's a great storyline.
At this point, I just want to see anybody getting a storyline with Jade because the bitch hadn't defended the title and she's won it 3 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, she shows up, she does her little move and goes out of the ring.
But she's literally had no title defense.
No, zero.
None. Will, what do you think about Liv? Is she good outside of the Judgment Day?
Well, I was going to ask you, do you think they break up her and Dom?
At some point, they have to. You know, that's just the way wrestling works, right? Those couples never stay together. Yeah. So at some point, he's never going to betray her. She has to betray him somehow.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could see him in the ring and a kick to the nuts.
Yeah, slap to the face. It leads to someone's finisher.
Cost him his title.
Yeah, leads to someone's finisher. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be great if Finn stole her from him and then just kicked Dom out.
Man, they need to hire us. I'm telling you right now. I'm not posting this on Facebook and YouTube. I'm just sending it straight to WWE.
I'm shitting gold here.
Well, let's get into the main event. Punk and Breaker. I think it's gonna be a good wrestling match. We get to see Breaker 1-on-1 in a big title match. You know, not a tag team match. So we know what we're going to get out of Punk. I think it's going to be a big test for Breaker. If he has a good match here and he can kind of prove to everybody that he's world title material, but if he has a poor match and he's just nothing except for a couple spears and running around the ring like a psycho, then we could have Ultimate Warrior 7.0 at this point.
Well, I think that's a low blow, AJ. I think he's a hell of a lot better worker than the Ultimate Warrior.
But you know how many guys like the big beefy guys
I do.
that have like a handful of moves and one of them's running around like a psycho.
And the crown wears heavy.
Mm-hmm,
and if he's not ready for it, you know, we saw what Jey Uso did with it.
Oof, yeah,
nothing.
The crown's so heavy it gassed him before he got to the ring.
And you know, I don't think it's time. I really don't think it's time for him.
Yeah,
I don't think you've built a run with him yet. And I think when he does win it, I think he's got to do it as a face that everybody wants him to do it.
Yeah,
almost like a Goldberg type.
Because you know, if you remember, at WrestleMania, him and Dom were the most cheered guys in that 4-way for the Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, him coming out to the Royal Rumble and everyone's going, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, everyone goes crazy for that. They don't go crazy for him really.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, WWE has done nothing but disappointed and broke my heart over the last year and a half. So I'm not I don't know what will happen, but what I think should happen is Punk beat him, whether that's the Vision messing up and even if it's accidentally screwing up and somehow Punk wins. I think when you eventually do put it on Braun, it's got to be something with him and Bronson Reed first.
Yeah.
That the Vision starts imploding, where Bronson Reed is the ultimate heel.
Yeah.
And Braun starts doing a turn. And then works his way to where a WrestleMania moment where we all want him, and he has to beat somebody like Roman or Brock.
Because I think there's still so much left on the table with Punk, with Roman, with Seth. We got to get through that first before we can move on to Braun, LA Knight, Drew, all of the above. I think we need some closure in that storyline first before we can. Because I think if you give it to Breaker tomorrow night, I think you're rushing it. And then, you know,
I don't think he's ready.
Yeah, and he's just going to be feuding with the same people. At least with Punk, you can bring Roman in, you can bring Seth in, you can maybe have one of the Usos turn on him, or LA Knight, or whoever the case may be.
Or you could have more people join the Vision that we actually give a damn about.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, so I hope he doesn't, but I'm not even gonna try to predict it and call it because I don't know what WWE will do.
Yeah, or in all reality, what TKO is telling them to do.
Yeah, or Saudi money's telling them to do.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you got where's the Royal Rumble at the end of the month?
Saudi Arabia.
You goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
So
I hate that. Yeah,
I hate it, man.
Just because the Rumble, they've been putting it in stadiums and ballparks, and like when they run out and they get that big pop because everyone in attendance has been or are diehard wrestling fans that are going to pay that ridiculous amount of money. And when they have that surprise, we know who it is. But if you take them over there, it's just hey, it's like it kind of
they don't they don't know.
They don't know him like we know him. They don't have that connection like we have to.
Well, not even the crowd service involved. You've got Drew and Cody will be before the Rumble. You've got this match.
Some women's match.
What if? Well, let's just talk about the Universal Champion and Cody.
Yeah.
The heavyweight and Punk. It may be literally they're riding for the rest of this month to leave the Royal Rumble, whatever the Saudis want that card to look like at the Royal Rumble.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And that is so bad because going back to what you said, AJ, those guys don't know wrestling.
The crowd pops are just not going to be the same.
No.
I love crowd pops, especially when whoever the surprise is going to be.
Listen, we're all the same, but do you think TKO or Triple H is turning down? If a Saudi prince said, all right, and they're already getting 500 million.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what if a Saudi prince says, hey, we'll give you another 100 million if Cody Rhodes wins this?
Yeah. Right.
Or we'll give you 200 million if Braun Breaker wins this.
Yeah. Right. So,
yeah.
You can turn it down. I ain't turning it down.
Nope. Screw the fans. Or, put him in front of a bunch of people, and poor Will, over there, the women can't wear what they want to wear over there.
Yeah, get all looking like a bunch of damn Power Rangers.
I wish they'd just make them wear masks too. Just we wouldn't even know who they are.
Yeah, hey, that would be great. Dusty, you're on to something. I want to see all of them covered head to toe, so we can tell. So all we can do is tell by their terrible wrestling which one's which.
Yes, yes, for sure. Hey, and we ain't even talked about one of them, and I know she's going to be making another run. That's Nikki Bella. How bad can she get? She can't get any worse, can she?
No.
Thank God she's hot.
That's all she's got going for.
That's about it, because it ain't on the mic, it ain't in the ring. Does she really bring anything other than just nostalgia? And it's not really even good nostalgia, because
it'd be better if her sister come back with her to make it more interesting.
Her sister ain't going to do that because she's
with Brian Daniels. The best promo that involved her was honestly Becky Lynch just burning the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Yep. Just ripped her new ass.
Oh, that's right. You can't see him anymore.
Yeah. And quite frankly, it's the only time we actually wanted Becky to talk.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I could care less. Oh, man.
So are we all in agreement? We think it's Punk tomorrow night?
I do.
Here's my prediction.
Okay.
I'll make mine first. My main event prediction. I know that all the women's shit out of it. But main event, Punk returns, screws over the Vision.
You mean not?
You mean night?
No. Excuse me.
Seth
returns, screws over the Vision, and not help Punk, but screws over the people that attacked him.
Gotcha.
And Punk somehow retains, and I'm hoping we don't see LA Knight. That's what I'm picking.
Well, see, I'm going the opposite. I think LA Knight returns, and he actually helps Punk win.
Okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, just for the hell of it. Roman comes. So
I like it.
We hit the trio of everyone that could come and help Punk out.
Well, and listen, we talked about that the other day. It's the 1 year anniversary, and they're trying to make it like a PLE Raw version.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, he got the Olafala in the last in the last
what if it's
when
The
it
Rock?
started. Oh, jeez.
Nah, fuck, Dusty.
I'm just saying, I'm not picking it.
We've been saying that before WrestleMania.
Is that our new Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Brock is
Maybe
returning.
Brock.
Let me ask something.
I actually wanted Brock to actually return.
What you got, Will?
Are they going to involve a Stranger Things character in a match?
Oh, that's
tomorrow?
right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Like,
is
Vecna going to come out?
I hope it's in one of the undercard matches and not the main match, because that will just completely taint that.
Well, they got to do it in a women's match. That's the only way to save it.
Yeah.
And I didn't even watch Stranger Things, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But that'd be the only way they can make women's wrestling tomorrow not worth a shit. If they bring Stranger Things in.
That's very well said.
Very well
I don't know
said.
if Winona Ryder comes out there with an axe and starts swinging at people.
Oh my jeez, that would be scary within itself. You never know what those Hollywood types are like when they come out with an axe. Well, I think we're all in agreement. Punk wins. It's just the manner in which I think the least likely is that the Vision, in trying to help Braun, screws Braun. I think someone has to come out and help Punk at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think we're all out in agreement. We're just how it gets there.
Yeah.
Or who does it. Yeah.
So are we using that as our surprise, knowing it's going to be the 1-year anniversary on Netflix for Raw? Is that our surprise?
Probably.
For the night is in the main event?
Unless someone comes out to challenge Gunther.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, but I don't know who that would be. But someone's got to come out and challenge.
Will said Dragon Lee and AJ Styles are there, but I can see AJ Styles doing it, setting up some kind of deal with him.
The next legend that Gunther takes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no shitting way he's going to beat him, but
no.
See, that's going to be another topic.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we got our predictions down, and we'll next time we're talking this time. Well, not this time tomorrow night, but probably a little bit later. We'll be reacting to what happened on Raw. So, looking forward to it. We got our predictions down, and looking forward to the 1-year anniversary on Raw. The Stranger Things, which I don't know. I mean, this feels like what pay-per-view was it that was sponsored by Street Fighter? Wasn't it a SummerSlam or a Royal Rumble?
I don't know, but I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's giving me this feel.
Yeah, it will. And hell, Stranger Things over.
I know.
I mean, the last episode's for all of it, it's all over.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, my last message, WWE, if you've got a chance to watch this before tomorrow night, God damn it, and you bring back LA Knight and you screw up his return and you bury him like you did in 2026, I'm burning it down.
And we will record it right here on our Zoom meeting. We're going to have Clint outside Stamford, Connecticut. Get ready.
There's a cigarette. Where are they at?
Just like Vince McMahon, damn it.
Yeah.
It'd be like DX when they showed up on the tank.
Oh, yes, in Hampton, Virginia. That was great. That was great. Yep. Guys enjoyed it here tonight, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow night.
Thanks, Will. Thanks, AJ. See you, Dusty.
Thank you, Will. See you, buddy. Thank
you
y'all.
guys.
See you.